everyone, Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at these LED taillights with black housings and smoked lenses fitting 2019 and newer Sierra 1500s equipped with factory LED taillights. These are a perfect choice for the Sierra owner who's looking for unique style and a serious injection of attitude for their truck. With a unique design and cool smoked lenses, these add a dose of aggression to your truck, and they're still nice and bright when it comes to the output. If you grew up in the Fast and the Furious era like I did, you're probably already on board with these because they very much evoke that tuner type of style, like the early 2000s Altezza lights that were all the rage. You've got the black internal housing and the smoked lenses here over the top of all these cool LED angular elements. The large L-shaped LEDs on the outer edges here serve as your running lights, with these cool triangular shaped ones in the centers functioning as your brake lights and turn signals. Of course, you've got bright white LEDs right there in the center for your reverse lights as well. So all of your OEM functionality is going to remain intact, and you get some seriously bright output and cool looks to go along with it. And since these are so bright, they're still going to cut through the smoke lenses pretty easily, so you don't have to worry about sacrificing any amount of lighting output. Construction here is your standard ABS plastic for the housings with polycarbonate lenses over top, much like you'd find on your OEM lights. They come pre-wired and ready to go too, so all you pretty much gotta do is plug them in, and the fact that they are LEDs inside means they'll have a nice long lifespan, so you don't have to worry about replacing bulbs. Pricing comes in at about $675 for the pair, putting them up toward the top of the market. But the pair here is still less than an OEM set from GM, so if you need a replacement, why not just upgrade? Installation gets an easy 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should only take you about 30 minutes to complete. Like I mentioned a moment ago, these are a totally plug and play design, so they're gonna go right in place of your factory taillights. You plug them in, no modifications or wiring required. With that, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the install process.
For this install, you will need a ratchet and a T15 Torx bit. What's up folks, today we're gonna be doing some taillights on our Sierra, so let's get started. Alright, so now we've got our tailgate open, and to get our factory taillight out, this is held in by 2 T15 Torx screws here on the inside where your tailgate sits. So we've got our T15 Torx bit on our ratchet. We'll pop those out, then we can pull our taillight out. Try not to drop these screws. Now that we've got our screws out, we can pull our taillight out of its area. Then we have one plug on the back side. So we're just gonna pop this locking tab, push down on our release, and unplug our taillight. Now once you have this side done, you can repeat the same process for the other side. All right, so now that we have our factory lights off, we can begin installing our new setup. So we've got our new taillight, and just like from the factory one, we have one single plug. We also have some covers on our locator studs. We're gonna need to pop those off. Those just pull right off. And we can plug in our connector, like so. Make sure that clicks and seats. And lock that tab back into place. Tuck that through. Line up our locators. And get our taillight in position. We can reinstall our Torx screws. So now we'll get our 2 factory screws back in place. Get started. We'll tighten them down with our T15 Torx bit and our ratchet. Again, these small Torx are very susceptible to stripping, so you don't want to over tighten them. Just snug will do. Now once you have this side in, you can repeat the same process for your other taillight. Well guys, that's going to about wrap up our review and install of our LED taillights with black housings and smoke lenses for your 19 and newer Sierra 1500 with factory LED taillights. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Sierra, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.